Hello guys, welcome to the next pattern MCQs and this is case number 5. So let's see, this is a patient shown in the figure who has normal vertical eye movements. So they are saying that we have to concentrate on the horizontal eye movements. The vertical eye movements are normal. The left eye developed left jerk nystagmus on attempted left gaze. Whole of the line is very, very important. Where is the most likely location of the causative lesion? So let us first try to see. See, they have given you 3 gazes. So this one is your primary gaze. In the primary gaze, nothing seems to be abnormal, right? Both the eyes are in the primary gaze looking straight ahead. Okay, now what they are saying that the left gaze is showing problem. Look at the picture here. The right gaze is normal. This is your right gaze, and if you can see here this eye, left eye is adducting normally and the right eye is showing the abduction also normally. So both of them are normal, so not a problem in the right gaze. But when the eye starts looking in the left gaze, so now you have to concentrate on this picture. This is your left gaze. So in the left gaze, can you see this eye is abducting? So abduction is present, but there is no adduction here. Okay, so I can say that this eye is showing you the adduction deficit. This eye is showing you adduction deficit. So there is actually what I can say, right adduction deficit, okay, plus left abduction. Okay, abduction is present, and along with this, what is there? They are saying that there is a nystagmus. Okay, so I will write it here that right adduction deficit with the left abduction nystagmus. Does this reminds you of something? What is this? So this is your what you called as the internuclear ophthalmoplegia. In the internuclear ophthalmoplegia, I get adduction deficit on one side and the abduction nystagmus on the other side. If this concept is not very clear to you, you can always go back to the previous videos. I have shared 1.5 syndrome and internuclear ophthalmoplegia in my previous videos. So look there. So in the internuclear ophthalmoplegia, what do I have? Medial longitudinal fasciculus lesion. Medial longitudinal fasciculus lesion is there. Now whichever side I have the MLF lesion, okay, that side there will be a adduction deficit, right? Therefore this case I have got right adduction deficit, therefore lesion will be also in the right MLF. Now in order to just remind you what was happening, let's have a quick review if these were the 2 eyes. Okay, let us imagine this is the right eye, this is your left eye, and this is the median one. So we have got the muscles here. Okay, let us try to draw them. So these are your muscles here. All right, now if you see this one, we have got medial rectus, right? These are your lateral rectus. So this medial rectus will be supplied by 3rd nerve and this lateral rectus is supplied by the 6th nerve, right? Both are supplied by the parapontine reticular formation, the PPRF. Okay, so PPRF is supplying to the 6th nerve nucleus also, and this PPRF is also supplying to the medial longitudinal fasciculus, which is supplying to the 3rd nerve, and 3rd nerve going to the medial longitudinal fasciculus. So if I have a lesion of this MLF of the right side, now what is going to take place? There will be a increased innervation to this lateral rectus. So this side I will have the adduction deficit and other side I will have the abduction present. But because it has an increased innervation, along with this I will have nystagmus. So I think this concept is very, very clear. Whichever side I have got adduction deficit, that side medial longitudinal fasciculus lesion is there. Now, one more thing I would tell you, that though there is a right MLF lesion, but if they ask you the gaze palsy, so what will happen? The person will not be able to look towards left because medial rectus is not working, so person will not be able to look towards left. So this is also called as left gaze palsy. So be very, very careful that it is the right MLF lesion or it is the left gaze palsy. Now look at the options here. Left paramedian pontine reticular formation, right third nerve nucleus, left MLF or right MLF. So clear cut answer is D. So what are the things that we have learned today? We have learned that there is a difference between the gaze palsy and the MLF lesion. If there is a right MLF lesion, there will be a left gaze palsy. If there is a left MLF lesion, there will be a right gaze palsy. Then what is internuclear ophthalmoplegia? How the gazes are connected with the help of PPRF and MLF. So these are the beautiful concepts that you have revised, and undoubtedly one of these questions is surely going to come in your upcoming examination. Thank you and happy ophthalmology.